Hello. This February, Suchil and I would like to do a maker's workshop specific to female reproductive health and more specifically towards female menopause. If you're not familiar with our maker's workshops, what these are is a chance for us to be able to send you out herbs specific to formulas and then make those formulas, usually incorporating some aspect of botanical medicine making that you may not be familiar with. It usually stretches your ideas around how we can make incredibly clinically potent medicine that actually tastes good as well in this case. So this February, one of the concepts that I would love to start talking about a lot more is female reproductive health and specific to menopause, usually between the ages of 45 and 55, in that range. So perimenopausal symptoms and syndromes that are a lot of times in the West treated as almost they are a pathology, when they really are not a pathology at all. It's normal female health. One of the issues that I have run up against over and over again working with different patients around this concept is the idea of kind of the Western approach where you're working around cortisol and progesterone and estrogen and other hormonal issues, and sometimes the thyroid even starts to become involved, and then there's blood sugar issues a lot of times as well, and there's a whole kind of cacophony of symptoms that happen. And in the West, approaching it from a Western perspective and Western herbalism, it's sort of like playing, I always say it's like playing whack-a-mole. You hit one thing and then something else pops up and so forth. So what I would like to do is really focus on what my approach has become, where I really integrate Western with TCM or Eastern herbalism. I feel that it's not really adequate to only approach this concept of female health from only one direction, and it may not even be complete to approach it from only two directions. There's some multiple facets to it, but approaching it from both the TCM or the traditional Chinese medicine approach, and understanding concepts like kidney jing and yin and yang deficiency of the kidney, and even liver qi stagnation or liver blood deficiency, or sometimes even liver yang rising, but also liver yang deficiency, which a lot of people don't even really acknowledge. All those aspects are sort of an underlying infrastructure that we can work with and work with herbs. While from the Western perspective, where we're working with cortisol and we're working with the specific hormones, and there's a lot of herbs that we can use to be able to work kind of more from an acute perspective that can also blend into this more, I don't want to say chronic because that makes it sound like it's a pathology. It's not, but to be able to help the underlying health and reproductive health while at the same time working with some of these overarching symptoms that come up. So what I wanted to focus on, even though a maker's workshop is only a few hours, you get a lot of chance, you get a lot of videos that show you how to make the medicine and what the medicine is being used for. So there's really actually several hours involved, even though they're only paying for a few hours of our live time to be able to put it all together. I want to be able to show you some different tricks in medicine making to be able to work with both TCM concepts and Western concepts, as well as some of the different herbs that we can integrate, and many of them overlap in many wonderful ways. And so this combination has, for me, been clinically incredibly effective, and I would like to share that with you.